Hello everybody, today I would like to tell you a short conversation between the woman and the man. In the conversation number one, the woman told the man that the bus was going to pick them up at around 6 o'clock, and the man asked her where they was going to after that. The man wondered if they were supposed to look at some wildlife along the river. The woman commented actually they would be packed to the hotel and buy sick and rest for the dinner. After that, they would meet the group for the dinner. The man replied that he had forgotten about the dinner and he wondered what the dinner menu was because he said that he had been hungry already. Conversation number two, the man asked the woman if she had seen Jeff. The woman replied that Jeff had gone to the showroom with his share manager, and she wondered why. The man replied that there was a client waiting for Jeff in the lobby, and he thought that client wanted to escort Jeff. And he commented, "What a nice things for Jeff." The woman commented that Jeff had said it could take a long time, so she asked him if he wanted to let Jeff know about it. The conversation number three, the man complained Martha on being late. Martha was sorry him about that, and he said that her purse had been delayed again that morning, and she didn't know why. The man replied that it happened sometime, and he suggested that Martha should take an earlier bus because some bus took a detour those days. Martha totally agreed with him. The conversation number four, the woman asked Ben if he had had a great vacation. Ben replied that he had a great vacation. They went to the beach every day, and the ocean was little cold for swimming. The woman commented that it must be nice to get away from the rain for a while. She said that it was so much rain when he had gone. She commented that they often drowned, and the man was sorry about that, and he commented it would be so noisy if she came with them. The conversation number five, the woman afraid that she couldn't be able to go to the cinema because she said that she had a train that afternoon. The man asked her what time she had to be at the station. And he wondered if she knew that it were very important, and they all waited for that. The woman was sorry about that. However, she said that there was nothing she couldn't do about that. She said it was 2 o'clock train, and she must be there before 1:30. The man commented she was not a good friend then. The conversation number 6, the man's greeted Mr. Chung, and he asked her how she was feeling that day. The woman replied that she was not so well, and she said that there was a pain under her cheek, and the pain had been the night before, about 1 o'clock at the night, and she said that her husband had to call the 911, and the man then hoped that they could find the reasons caused the pain. He told the woman to look at the X-ray picture first and see what was going on first. And the woman asked him where she could take the X-ray picture, and she hoped that taking X-ray was not so bad that time. The conversation number 7, the man said that he would like to see the display recent electronic invention because he had heard it were pretty awesome. The woman replied that it would be next in the hole number 4, and that's were about 1 kilometer from there. She suggested that he could take the taxi, city bus, taxi, or walk. She commented it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. The man was happy about that because he said that he could walk and save his bus fare for later, because she said that the bus fares had been double again, and he commented that were pain in the butt. The woman agreed with him, and because she said she take the bus every day and he spent a lot of money on it. She commented sometimes she took the subway because it was faster and cheaper. The conversation number 8, the man asked Kay if anyone had called him when he had been out. The woman replied that Mr. Marginer's office had called him to confirm his appointment with them in the afternoon. She asked him if she could know the reason that he met doctor. The man replied that it was personal and he was sorry about that. The woman replied that it was okay, and she hoped it hadn't been rude of her to ask at the first. And she said that he had a meeting with Chris, and he would mail him when Miss Chris arrived. The conversation number 9, the man said that he thought Mr. Kim's presentation was well prepared and well over than them. The woman commented that it was quite informative. However, she thought that they could do it shorter and give them some time to ask the question. The man agreed with her. However, he thought Mr. Kim had planned it that way to cover all the details within the time allowed. And he also commented that he hadn't had any question about the presentation. The woman commented that she had some doubt and concern about the way that Mr. Kim wanted to proceed the project. The last conversation, the woman greeted Jenny and she was happy to see Jenny again. She asked Jenny about her trip. Jenny replied that it had been a nice trip and a nice flight too, a very nice flight too. She said that the trip had been awesome. The sun, the ocean, the people, and the flight was so good. And Jenny commented that she especially loved the food on the plane because it had a taste like like her favorite restaurant menus. And Jenny and the woman was happy to hear that. Jenny said she had to find her car, and he thought her car was on the level C. The woman asked her how she felt to be back in Boston, and Jenny replied that she praised that the plan had been delayed, so she could spend more time in Florida. Thank you for listening.